Hey everybody, Mark Herman, aka LA Bengal fan on Twitter, repping the Bengals for the AFC Northerners. So here we are again, another Sunday, and I'm doing a post-game recap on a very disappointing loss by the Cincinnati Bengals. Gee, this is becoming far too common. And I'm going to be brutally honest here. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I really don't know if there's another win on the schedule for this team. They're just a bad team, and they find ways to lose. So I just don't know. The Brown game, maybe. I mean, the Browns showed real signs of life today against Detroit. So I just really, I don't know that there's another game. This was of our 3-game road trip. This was the most winnable game, and the Titans did everything they could to help us out to win the game. I mean, let's run through it. Suck Up misses his first field goal inside 50 yards since 2014. Right? Driving late in the first half, Andy Dalton botches the quarterback center exchange and fumbles the ball in the red zone. Right? Very next play, Mariota throws an interception. Denard returns it inside the 10. We get that touchdown. So they're helping us out. They're driving in the second half, and on a hustle play by Drake Patrick, he pokes the ball out, and it ends up being a touchback. So on a play where it looked like it was initially ruled a touchdown by Tennessee, turns out to be a touchback for us. So they're helping us out there. They allow 4 sacks today at key times. I mean, Lawson had sacks, Chris Smith had sacks. I mean, they're helping us out here, and they were at key times. How do we respond? Well, we respond like most losing teams do. We have 12 penalties. A lot of them are away from the ball. All of them keep drives going. Some result in points. The Josh Shaw holding penalty gave a first down at the end of the game, so it certainly aided them in that regard for the game-winning score. And we're just 12 penalties. You just can't have it. Vontaze Burfict, I realize that the first personal foul call, the late hit, was a bullshit play. He's trying to get out of the way. He barely touches the guy out of bounds. He's trying to not make contact with the guy. And he gets a flag. And the commentary, Mark Schlereth calling it, says, you know what, I really wish they hadn't called that flag. How does Tez respond? He goes and gets in the referee's face after the very next play, makes contact with him, and gets tossed. I mean, you have to know there's a target on your back. That's just stupid. So we do that. We lost the time of possession stat 2-1. Again, our offense was on the field less than 20 minutes. So our defense is just being taxed. They're out there too long. Second half, Adam Jones gives us a great punt return to midfield. We go in reverse, moving backwards, and end up doing a 3-and-out and waste that possession. And we choose to play our worst football in the last 2 minutes of a half and at the last 2 minutes of the game, which is a huge example of a poorly coached team. I mean, we basically gift wrap a field goal for them right before half. Okay? And obviously we give up the game-winning score in the last 2 minutes. We choose to play our worst execution and get out coached in the last 2 minutes of the half and the game. So this team continues to do everything they can to lose. They do what losing teams do. They find ways to lose. The only thing this game was missing was Andy Dalton throwing it away on 4th down. We didn't have one of those. We had an intentional grounding late in the game, which he got hit, but that was the only thing this game was missing in terms of bonehead plays. And obviously, the extra point Bullock missed made it so we needed a touchdown at the end instead of a field goal to tie. That decision to not keep Elliott. We did a good decision to draft Elliott, but that decision to not keep Elliott will continue to rear its head and remind us of what a dumbass staff this team has. So, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I'd like to think that there's a win or two on the schedule for us. Don't think there is. So we'll just have to see how the season plays out. But this was a very sad game for Bengal fans because they actually gave you the thought that they might pull this game out and give you a W today. And instead, they just ruined another Sunday for us. So, there you go. That's this team. That's what bad teams do. Couple shout outs to Rocco's Tavern. Go to roccos.com. We filmed our Wednesday show there earlier in the week. I don't think we're going to be doing a show there this week, so I will have my preview of the Denver game coming up this Wednesday. And Superband style, you can go to the previous episode and see the link for getting your discount on t-shirts. So those are the two shout outs, and I will sign off in a different way, and I'm going to do this for the rest of the season and sign off and say fuck Marvin Lewis. Okay, have a good week, everybody.